So I've been studying manifestation for a year now, and there's a couple things that I've taken from these videos and researches that I've applied to my life, and I thought maybe you guys would actually enjoy it and actually take what you may. So this is not about any hustling mentality or any hard work. It's really mostly about mindset. I know I'm not rich. I have not achieved anything really significant that I've wanted yet, but I'm still learning about this thing. So take what you may. So the first one that people talk about a lot is knowing who you are. Because once you know who you are, that is gonna be the gateway to you getting what you want. And it sounds very weird, but truly a lot of people don't know who they are because they're in environments and around people that kind of suppress who they are and who they should be. So when it comes to knowing who you are, you should actually know literally every single detail of what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you angry, etc. And a thing that can really help, which a lot of people don't really believe in, is numerology and astrology. I think these are things that have been documented because they make sense and are actually observed throughout the years. Another one is knowing who you want to become and what you want, and also if you deserve it. And I know you might be looking at the person that you are and the person that you want to become and think that they both contradict each other. There's nothing wrong with that. Do not be discouraged because you can be whatever you want. It just takes time and a little conditioning to your brain. Affirmations are a really good one. If you can write some affirmations and look into the mirror and talk to yourself, your brain will eventually take it that you are that person, and it will be so much easier to believe it. And guys, when you figure out who you want and what you want to be, please remember that you cannot be the sun, the moon, and the star. You can only choose one. I used to want to be all of them, but I figured out that I can only choose one thing to be. Another thing which stuck out to me is to stop thinking that your future self is outside of you, because your future self is literally you. Without you, there would be no future you to even think about. So remember that you are that person, and you should start to live like that person, because that is where the identity shift comes in. It's not gonna be easy, honestly. It's gonna be a very hard thing to maintain because a lot of who we are comes from our childhood and our trauma that we've had over the past. So a lot of things will definitely need a little refixing. So it's not really gonna be as easy as it is, but do not be discouraged because everything can be mended. And people like to talk about past, present, and future, but I like to think that living in the present isn't really a thing because the present is always passing. So aren't we always in the future? And once you figured out who you want to be, there will be people who are gonna talk down on you, which is something that you should completely forget about. Do not think about what people have to say about you. And usually these people who talk and discourage you are the people who are living lives that they do not like. One thing I forgot to mention is that when you finally know what you want, you are gonna go after it. And when you figured out who you are, what you want to be, and stop caring about what people think, you stay positive and faithful. You love yourself. Loving yourself is very important to getting everything that you want, because once you love yourself, you can be patient and realize that these things are gonna take some time and you're not perfect. Next step is being very delusional. Like, you have to be delusional to the point that people think that you are crazy. It has to seem like things are gonna appear out of thin air. That's how delusional you have to be, because that is gonna be the push to keeping you on that path and getting exactly what you want. And what the final step is consistency. You have to be prepared to do this literally forever. If you want to build something that lasts, you have to do this thing until you literally can't do it anymore. This has to be about the love of the game at this point. And maybe in another video, I will personally break down all of these steps for you guys, but you can correct me in the comments if I've said anything wrong or if I've left out anything. So yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.